How y'all doing? Back at it. Another message, ghetto gospel, winner's wisdom. And today we're talking about living outside the expectations of other people. Living outside the expectations of other people. Living outside the expectations of other people. That can be your family members. That can be your environment. That can be your friends. That can be people you look up to, that you admire. All of those things, right? Living outside the expectations of other people. Galatians 1 and 10, right? Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I was still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ, right? I'm guilty of this a lot of my life, right? Of trying to be what I think black people should want me to be, right? Or trying to be what I think my environment, who I grew up around, would want me to be, who my friends would want me to be, who my parents would want me to be. I catered a lot of my time and energy in my life, even my artistic creativity, to who I thought or who I wanted, because I wanted to please my environment. I was chasing the wrong thing. I was closed-minded. I love black people so much, I'm speaking for me, right? I love black people so much that I do a lot of things to cater to them, for my books, my philosophy, just in life in general, right? And that's cool, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with catering to your people or catering to people you love, right? But don't get caught up in looking for their approval, because it'll entrap you. You know what I mean? And it'll shut down, it'll close your life from growing and expanding into seeing like new things and growing, trying to do these things. I learned this at a at a book event I was at. And excuse me for my voice. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. But I was at a book event, right? And I was at a book event. And, you know, I'm up there trying to sell my book, talking about my book and all that. And, you know, I want black people to buy my book, because I really believe what I got to say will help a lot of young black men, young black women in general, black men in general, right? So I get out the stage, you know, from position, talking about my book, describing what it's like, what it's about, etc., etc. I'm walking, I'm not paying attention. A white dude come up to me. Hey, sir, how's your book? I want to buy your book. I'm interested in it. We got a book club, and I want to buy your book so we can talk about it in the book club. And him buying my book just threw me for a loop, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even do what I do for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do for black people. You know what I mean? Because that's where my heart is, right? But they let me know, that you can't, like, I can love my people. I can love my parents. I can love my mama, my friends. I can love whoever, right? But I shouldn't do what I think is going to get their attention. I should just be pure and do me, and then whoever it gravitates to, let them come in. But I had a mindset of, for my people, I'm gonna do whatever. And it's like, no, you can't do that, because when you chase something, it runs from you. It runs from you. It's kind of like the same thing that happened in 1 Samuel, where I believe it was 1 Samuel, but it was in the Old Testament, where David kept trying to prove his love to Saul, that he loved Saul. David kept trying to prove to Saul, like, man, I love you. I don't want to kill you. I can. I done had multiple opportunities to kill you, but I don't want to kill you. Saul didn't get it. David was chasing, you know what I'm saying, Saul's acceptance. You know what I mean? So I want to tell anybody out there that's going through similar situations to where a part of you is just trying to please other people, trying to be understood by other people, trying to be what you think other people are like or want you to be, to where you can put a smile on their face. You're trying to make them happy. You're trying to do your best to get recognized by them, to get some attention from them. Snap out of that. Snap out of that. God's will for your life is greater than who you grew up around, who you trying to please, what you're used to, your comfort zone, and all those things. You know what I mean? You're living in a box of their acceptance, and that'll keep you trapped. You will not win that way. You have to get out and adventure the world in whatever field of life you're in. Now, when you win, you can bring those prizes, those rewards back to wherever you're trying to take it back to and show them. But even then, they still might not understand it or might not accept you. So stop living outside. Stop living stop living inside of people's expectations and live outside of their expectations, right? No matter if it's your people, your mother, your father, your friends, whoever, untrap yourself. Untrap your decision making to be based on, oh, what would my mama do? Oh, what would my daddy do? What would what would my friends do? What would the people in my hood do? What would my homegirls do? Untrap your decisions based on that. Oh, what would make them like me, or if I do this, I know they'll accept it. This will get their attention. And you will keep lying to yourself, telling yourself that the harder you try to get their attention, eventually one day they're gonna wake up and praise you, give you applause, give you a pat on the back, accept you, understand you for everything you've been trying to show them and the love you've been trying to give them. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna happen. It has to naturally happen. It has to naturally happen. That white man that I wasn't even really talking to gravitated to me naturally. I didn't even see it coming. And it shocked me. Because I would expect my own people to come and be like, hey, I want to buy your book, da-da-da-da. But it was this white man, right? And that just showed me, and it continued to show me, I have to live outside of people's expectations. And it's not even them, really. It's really me wanting to please them. You see what I'm saying? But you shouldn't live to please no one. You shouldn't live to please no one. If they accept you, they accept you. If they don't, they don't. It can be the people closer to you. But we're going to have to get out of that and accept that, hey, even the people close to you might not accept what you do for a living. You know what I mean? What you love to do. What's really your passion. What's really the picture you're trying to paint. The legacy you're trying to leave on this earth. They might not get it. And we have to accept that. Live outside of people's expectations of you. People who've been knowing you, they probably won't respect your growth or where you're trying to go. And it's not because they don't want to. They just can't program their body to do that. Like, you really got to prove yourself to them because they know you as whoever they know you as. They don't know you as this person you're growing to be. They don't know that person. So when you keep trying to present them that person and they just not getting it and you getting frustrated, like, dang, I'm you know what I'm saying, respect me as this person. It's like, nah, that's not how it go. That's not how it go. They don't know that person. They don't respect that person. And you shouldn't even be trying to prove that person to them. Your job is just to be that person and please God, please your spirit. Trying to please others will make you an enemy of God. It'll make you an enemy of yourself. It'll make you an enemy of growing to your fullest potential. Live outside of others' expectations of you. They want you to be the same. They want you to be the same. They want you to be the same. Your job is to step outside that box and say, hey, I'm going to grow, whether you get it or not, whether you respect it or not. Please God, not people. Love y'all.